Destiny's Walk. On another Sabbath, Jesus and his disciples were crossing a field. The disciples were hungry, so they picked and ate some grains of wheat as they walked along. The Pharisees, who continued watching their every action, challenged them, saying, "Jesus, your disciples are working on the Sabbath, which is against the law of Moses." "Really," Jesus answered, "have you not read in the Scripture where King David and his followers entered the house of God and ate the bread reserved for the priests because they were so hungry, so breaking holy law? Again, have you not read in the Scripture where it says the priests must themselves break the Sabbath law to carry out their temple duties? Something far greater than even the temple and the law is involved here. If you properly understood what the saying, 'I require mercy, not sacrifice,' means, you would not so readily judge others. I tell you, the Son of Man is Lord over the Sabbath." Jesus and his disciples walked on to a nearby village and entered the synagogue. There Jesus saw a man with a paralyzed hand. "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath?" the Pharisees asked Jesus, still trying to catch him out. Jesus looked around the gathering and said, "Suppose you discovered one of your lambs had fallen into a ravine. Wouldn't you pull it out, even though it was the Sabbath? And don't you agree a person is much more important than a sheep? It must therefore surely be lawful to do good deeds, whatever day of the week it is." And then he turned to the man and said, "Stretch out your hand." And as he did so, it was completely restored. Whilst the Pharisees left in a rage to consider how best they could be rid of this troublemaker once and for all. Ritual rule and doctrine suffocate the spirit and stifle souls in search of freedom. The teachers of the law preach and preen their legalism, hearts hardened like temple stones shaped for symbolism and Sabbath sacrifice, but merciless, devoid of love. Shriveled hand made whole whispers healing in the face of dogma. The chosen servant, Lord of the Sabbath, unknown amongst his own, delights his Father and walks through fields ripe for harvest towards his destiny.